yourself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. I see a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hate
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, listen, go ahead and get those likes up. It doesn't cost you a single thing, okay? And I apologize for being so late. Okay, I was gathering more receipts for the next live. All right, so let's get ready to get into it. Now, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking and you can't take a joke, please go follow somebody else. All right, you know what to do. Okay, so let's get into it. 504 Nola, Alice is here, Karima. All right, Pearly, Samantha, Juju B's in the house, Stacy Quentin, Lillian X, Sophie B, Cookie. All right, All Hell Nah is here. Okay, I see you, Jeff ATL, Cherokee's Descendant Dale. All right, Yvonne is here. So let's get into it. Shout out to all of my loyal royals. Hey, Jervis. Mr. Elevation's in the house, Swift. All right, so it's glowing as usual, my queen. Thank you, beloved. All right, Lillian X, Priscilla. Okay, so let's get into it. Dragon Lily. Shout out to everyone in the chat, everyone tuned into the Queen, and I love me some loyal royals. And shout out to my moderators putting in work. Okay, and so let's get this party started because we have another live right after this. We're going to be talking about Kabami. Yes, that's right. And so, also, I'm going to be addressing something this morning because y'all know how I do, but I'm going to address that on the next live since the comments that I got were for the live that I did about Kabami yesterday. So we're going to get into it. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about Diddy filing a new motion. So those of you who were here yesterday, if you missed it, please go back and watch those videos. So I told you guys that Diddy's team, they want everybody to shut the hell up and stop talking about Diddy and his case. And Busta Rhymes wants y'all to mind your own business and says y'all need to sit down somewhere until you find out exactly what the truth is. That's what Busta said. Okay. And so anyway, they filed another motion. His attorneys did. They filed it on Diddy's behalf, of course, on yesterday. It was another letter to the judge, and this is basically about the gag order. Okay, this is the gag order, and so they just wanted to get this, go ahead and get this done or what have you. So listen to this, dear Judge Subramanian. Defendant Sean Combs respectfully submits this letter in response to your Honor's invitation to propose language for the gag order that we requested as partial relief for the government's leaks of confidential, damaging, and false information to the press. So they're standing on it that they think the feds leaked it. And they're specifically saying, not asking, they're accusing them of it, okay? This is very accusatory language. All right, says for the government's leaks. Okay, so anyway, goes on to say the defense believes that Exhibit A accomplishes the intended purposes of the requested relief to ensure that leaks as well as damaging and false information which are undermining Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial should stop. Okay, while including reciprocal restraints on the defense. Now, the proposal also reinforces the parties' existing obligations under the protective order and local criminal rule 23.1. Unfortunately, however, we are unable to submit Exhibit A as a joint proposal because after extensive back and forth since the October 10th conference, the parties were unable to reach an agreement on the order. So he's basically saying that Diddy's team, the defense, and the feds can't come to an agreement. Okay, it's a little bit back and forth because remember I told you Diddy's team filed something on the 17th requesting the gag order, and then the feds, and also they requested first for them to pause it. Okay, they wanted them to put a hold on it. And then the feds came back on the 19th, I think it was, and said, no, we don't want to pause anything. We want to keep it pushing. Okay, so they have a discrepancy, a little bit back and forth. So goes on to say that we did narrow the disputes, however, and understand that most, but not all, of the language in Exhibit A is acceptable to the government. At this juncture, the court's intervention is critical. They need the court to sort of mediate between them and the feds. Okay, it's critical because agents involved in this investigation have continued their leaks and their damaging and false information to the press in the wake of the October the 10th status conference, only heightening the need for the gag order to be issued as soon as possible. For example, and then they start listing some more examples, like I told you all on yesterday. So in these examples, I just name a few. They said there was a report to Deadline October the 15th of 2024. For whatever reason, they're implying that the feds did it. And then they say a law enforcement source with knowledge of the case stated, referencing the defense's October 15th, 2024 motion, okay, saying this is all about shaming the alleged victims. It's part of the defense, okay, offense course of action, excuse me, and says they'll try anything. So as October the 16th of 2024, CNN had an article where they mentioned multiple additional comments shared by sources involved in the investigation. So, if they're saying the feds are leaking these things, well, maybe they are, because they're saying that this is information that they had. They're acting as though nobody else really had it. So if CNN got it, Deadline got it, it had to come from them. It's basically what they're implying. Okay, now it reported that a source familiar with parts of the federal investigation said that new accusers and witnesses have met with federal agents since Combs's arrest. Okay, and that more accusers feel emboldened to come forward. Okay, more accusers feel emboldened to come forward with Combs behind bars, according to two sources familiar with the investigation, okay, who work for CNN. Now, it further reported specifically on information related to the grand jury. Okay, mentioning Combs's arrest, sources told CNN that the majority of the plaintiffs who had filed civil suits against Combs at that point had been interviewed by federal prosecutors as they were prepping to testify in front of the grand jury. Now, you know what I'm saying? That does sound like something the feds may have had a hand in. I don't know, because I remember reporting on that stuff. Okay, I remember reporting on some of this stuff. So where did CNN get it? How would they know? Okay, how would they know who was being prepped for the grand jury? How would they know that the feds had already interviewed people? Where would they get that information from? If the attorneys didn't give it to them, well, it does sound like maybe it was the feds. Okay, I hope the feds realize that they may be compromising this case by leaking stuff. I don't know why they would want to do that. Okay, that is just not smart, in my opinion. Okay, but hey, what do I know? Okay, so likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Durana said the likes aren't liking. Okay, we have 413 in the chat. Can we please get those likes up? Because if I look and I see that the likes aren't liking, y'all already know what I'm going to do. Okay, I got time today. Get those likes up or else. And I'm not even joking. Get the likes up or get out of the chat and go watch somebody else's live. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's how it goes. Okay, I work too hard and bring y'all too many receipts. Now, if you can't like the video, ask yourself, why are you here? And some of y'all be up in here just straight haters. That's what some of y'all do. And we're going to address that on the next live with these two little comments that I got. Okay. And I'll drop links if need be, because y'all know how the queen gets it down. So please pay attention. All right. So with that all being said, goes on to say, they talked about people prepping to testify in front of the grand jury. Now, the principal agreement between the parties stems from the fact that it continues to resist language that will ensure that the order covers all of the agents. Okay. All of the agents are supposed to be covered under this gag order. That's what they're talking about, not just the regular people like us. Okay. And then, okay, any of them exposed to grand jury materials and other confidential information related to the investigation and the prosecution of this case. The government wanted the order only to cover agents assigned to the investigation, rather than any agents who require confidential information about the investigation, and objected to the specific reference to the Department of Homeland Security. These things would defeat the purpose of the order. Whether an agent is officially assigned to the investigation or not should not matter. So basically, they're saying even if you're not on this investigation, still they should be on the gag order. So indeed, which agents are responsible for the leaks is unknown. You know what? These agents are leaking stuff. Just thought about something. Am I crazy? How did I forget this? Remember, there was some information that came out, and I told you guys, according to the articles that I got the information from, it did say that an agent who was there for the raids spoke anonymously. So they're up here gossiping. Yeah. Said they spoke anonymously. So pay attention. They are leaking stuff. Absolutely. So now I have to wonder, did they leak that Cassie video? They probably did. And all this time I was thinking that, no, they wouldn't be that unprofessional, would they? They wouldn't be that obtuse, would they? They would realize that they could be compromising the integrity of the case, wouldn't they? But hey, I guess we have people who just don't follow the rules, no matter who they are or what job they have. So let's continue. So anyway, it goes on to say that the government wanted the order. Hold on, I think I read past all that. Okay. The government wanted the order only to cover agents assigned to the investigation. That's what the government wanted. But they said no, it should cover all of them. Okay. Rather than any agents who acquire confidential information about the investigation, and objected to the specific reference to the Department of Homeland Security. Now, these would these things would defeat the purpose of the order. Whether an agent is officially assigned to the investigation or not should not matter. Indeed, which agents are responsible for the leaks is unknown. Okay. And it's possible that those responsible are not even officially assigned to the case. Okay. But instead have no involvement or little minimal involvement, such as assisting with the execution of the search warrants or occasional tasks that touch the investigation, or through rumors and gossip within the department. Okay. There's no good reason the order should not reach any agents. Right? Okay, and so with that all being said, they go on to say, okay, indeed, the point is to reach whoever may be in position to leak and provide damaging and false information that Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial is protected. Now, the other disagreement stems from the government's proposed language, okay, requested parties, Local Criminal Rule 23.1, obligations. Now, the government proposed additional represented more closely tracked the obligations of Rule 23.1 A and B, where the government's proposed language was over inclusive and did not accurately capture the rule and submit our proposal as sufficient. Now, we recognize that it would have been preferable to come to the court, and however, as the court conference was 13 days ago, and in that time the parties could have on the scope of the order or on the proposed language concerning Rule 23. The defense believes it's best to move forward with the proposed order and the instant letter. Okay, the government says that they intend to submit their own filing. So the government's going to respond to this, I'm sure. Okay, so anyway, with the rest of it, they have basically a couple of points that they wanted to be known, where they're saying that the defendant Sean Combs, all attorneys and defendants, okay, and any individuals working under their supervision or at their direction in connection to the defense shall not directly or indirectly disclose or disclose any non-public information, including information produced pursuant to the protective order entered in this case, including information produced pursuant to the protective order entered in this case. So basically what they're saying, okay, I'm going to stop right there. Basically what they're saying is that nobody should be saying anything about the case publicly, should not be divulging any information, giving any leaks. Everyone should be covered under the gag order, whether you work directly on the case or just whether you have minimal information on the case or you're just doing little tasks for the other people who are working on the case. And basically saying that all of them need to be covered. Okay, that's what it is. And they're just having this back and forth because clearly the feds don't want everyone of the feds to be under this gag order. Now, what's going to end up happening, in my opinion, What's going to end up happening, in my opinion, is if they keep this foolishness up, they're going to mess around and get some kind of technicality or something. I'm just trying to tell y'all, it's all real crazy as far as I'm concerned. Okay, ask her about out of LA found on Facebook. Hold on, let me see what this question is. Mr. Elevation says so nefarious. Yeah, it absolutely is. Ask her about Souk Ox out of LA found on Facebook. I don't know what that means. I can't understand it, beloved. Oh, it's the code app. Souk is the Bible's code app. I don't know anything about that, beloved. You talking to the wrong one. Okay. Talking to the wrong one. I have no idea about that. All right. So with that all being said, Redlessly says, hello, Queen. Yes. How nice to see you again. Hey, beloved. His own attorney did the TMZ documentary. I know. I think this is all crazy, right? His own attorney didn't I tell you guys when I found out he did that? I was like, Diddy should be wondering why is his own attorney doing a documentary with TMZ? I don't know. None of it makes sense to me. A lot of people just seem to be clout chasing off this case. I mean, we didn't see Harvey Weinstein's attorneys doing documentaries while he was going to trial, waiting to go to trial. We didn't see Jeffrey Epstein's. I don't get it. I don't know. It's just like everybody's out here clout chasing or something. I don't know what's really going down. At the end of the day, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Okay. Drama Proof said, can you say psychological operation? I mean, it sounds like something crazy is going on, really. Okay. I don't know. But before we get started with this whole mess about J-Lo, let's have a word from our sponsor at 12 Tribes. Thank you in advance.
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Okay, and don't forget you can purchase your 12 Tribes hair oil at Etsy.com. Look for Lisa Crafts. You can also find it at Walmart.com. And for the guys out there, you can use it as well. And also, she sells oil for your beard. Okay, she sells oil for your beard, so you can purchase that too at her shops. All right, so let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Now, first things first, let's talk about this article that came out, I want to say yesterday, maybe, where J-Lo's her ex-husband says that, before we get into the rituals that he was talking about, he seems to blame Diddy for their divorce. So let's get into it. Jennifer Lopez's first husband blames Diddy for their divorce. Now, they were married from 1999 to 2001. This is the guy that's a singer. I think they said he's a singer, the On the Floor singer. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm getting this wrong. The On the Floor singer, that's J-Lo's lame song. Okay, she was dating Diddy from 1999 to 2001. Now, with that all being said, her first husband, actor Ojani Noah. Now, he's claimed that disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was partially to blame for their divorce. Okay, it says that Lopez, who's 55, who filed for divorce from fourth husband Ben Affleck in August, was married to Noah for less than a year, from February of 1997 to January of 1998. Okay, speaking on a recent episode of the Spanish language talk show Despierta America, okay, Noah alleged that part of that divorce was Diddy's fault. Now, he explained that during the fallout of their marriage, Lopez had begun working closely with Combs in New York on her debut album on the 6th. That was the name of it. Okay, meanwhile, Noah was in Los Angeles working at Lopez's Pasadena restaurant called Madres. He says there in that distance, and that separation was where the deception started. Shortly after their divorce, Combs and Lopez stepped out as a couple in 1999, and they dated for 2 years before splitting in 2001. Now, elsewhere in the interview, Noah alleged that Lopez had blocked him from landing television gigs. He said, I would ask Jennifer, what did I do to you so that you have taken me to court? You have accused me. You have lied. You have created false things about me. And you have called several companies to throw me out and different television networks not to give me work. This all sounds nefarious. Now, the Independent has contacted Lopez's representative for a comment. And let me just say, by the way, that this is all alleged because we've not spoken to J-Lo, nor have we gotten her side of the story. This is all what Ajani Noah is saying. Okay, this is all what Ajani Noah is saying. So let me just make that very clear. Because y'all know how J-Lo gets down, honey. There was a lady that was doing all these videos about J-Lo on TikTok. Now that young lady is no longer here. Not saying that J-Lo did anything to her. I'm just saying she's no longer here, as in above ground. But let me continue. So with that all being said, I mean, she did have cancer. Okay, and I think her TikTok got taken down or something. She can afford her treatments maybe. But anyway, goes on to say, just months after her split from Combs, Lopez went on to marry dancer and actor Chris Judd, who she later divorced in 2003. Then in 2004, she married fellow singer Mark Anthony, with whom she shares twins, 16-year-olds M and Max, who eventually divorced in 2014. So anyway, they go on to talk about Diddy after that. But now let's get into the nefariousness of it all, which is these rituals. I just want y'all to pay attention. So apparently J-Lo was doing rituals with blood and sacrificing of chickens and hens. Now I can't substantiate any of this. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I don't know anything about Santeria or voodoo because I don't do either. But this is all what her ex said, okay? Please pay attention. So here we go. And he didn't say all of these things in this specific interview. He said these things in previous interviews. I just went and dug it all up. Please pay attention. Now, Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband, this is from 2006. Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband claims the Made in Manhattan star cast voodoo spells on him. Ajani Noah told a court in a deposition that, now he said this in court, honey, so this is on the record. I just want y'all to pay attention. I'm still not saying it's true. I'm just letting you know that this is on the record, allegedly. Now, Johnny Noah told a court deposition, or said in a court deposition, that the actress practiced Santeria, an ancient African art involving chants and sacrifices, to influence him and her other lovers. He said she was doing bad things to a lot of people. She was doing all of this religious bull-ish to me, to Chris Judd, to Puffy Combs, and to Mark Anthony. We were even doing voodoo when we weren't married. We were even doing voodoo when we weren't married. She was doing bad things to a lot of people when we were friends. And I know all of this because we did it together to this particular lady. Wonder who that lady is. They both engaged in the nefariousness. Now, J-Lo was granted an injunction against Noah to block him from publishing a tell-all book. Okay, she claimed the waiter was breaking a $150,000 agreement signed. It says waiter. Is that what he was doing? He was a waiter? I don't know. That's what it says. She claimed the waiter was breaking a $150,000 agreement signed in 2005, gagging him from speaking about their 11-month marriage, and even asked for a further $5 million to keep quiet. Johnny told J-Lo's attorneys, I live in a free country. I can express myself. I can talk and say whatever I want to. No. So anyway, honey, he didn't sign a non-disclosure agreement, apparently. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, here we go. Now, Jennifer Lopez reportedly practices Santeria and black magic, which is a form of satanic witchcraft. Okay, it has been reported that she had spells cast on Puffy and also Salma Hayek, so she wouldn't get the part in the movie Selena. Now, it is reported that Jennifer has done Santeria on her enemies to get back at them. It is no surprise that Satan is working behind her. So And it says, you know what the Bible says about witchcraft. There's this lady that says that she thinks J-Lo used it to get famous, that she's supposedly a priestess. Priestess believes J-Lo used Santeria to become famous. And there is a surprising amount of evidence. Okay. And now this came out in 2023. The actress and pop star Jennifer Lopez is beloved by millions, but with fame and celebrity these days also comes a variety of conspiracy theories and rumors. Among those is the story that the singer owes her fame to her practice of the religion known as Santeria. Santeria is a syncretic religion that arose from a combination of African diaspora practices, Roman Catholicism. I want y'all to pay attention because I already told y'all that the insider told me about Diddy and all that ancient Rome stuff, so it all adds up. Now, Roman Catholicism and other forms of native religions and magic on the island of Cuba. Now, today it is practiced widely in Cuba as well as other Caribbean islands, Florida, New York, and other locations of Caribbean immigration. Now, many Santeria practitioners also consider themselves Catholics and do not see a conflict between these two types of faith. All of which is to say that if Jennifer Lopez, whose family comes from Puerto Rico and was raised in the Bronx, New York, has incorporated facets of Santeria practices into her life. Okay, it is neither all that unusual for people of her background, nor all that disturbing. And so the whole thing is pretty sketchy, if you ask me. Not that J-Lo practices Santeria, though. So it goes on to say articles and interviews. She has referenced. She references are primarily sourced that the references are primarily sourced from J-Lo's ex-husband, who also, according to these articles, practiced Santeria, and even with his new wife. Now, the couple was embroiled in a legal battle with J-Lo over pictures and video that J-Lo allegedly took while they were in a relationship. And so, though the animal sacrifices performed by some adherents of Santeria might strike a few people as shocking, it's long been a part of many of these worldly religions. And as for other instances rumored in the stories, such as burying a wedding gown to rid yourself of bad feelings over the end of a marriage, this is all crazy. This has also been done. I don't know if they're saying J-Lo did that, so don't get me to lying, but that's what they say. Something about a wedding dress being buried after the wedding was over. Now, this man, Ojani Noah, he said that he saw J-Lo doing this ritual to try to save their marriage. Okay, Ojani Noah married Jennifer Lopez in February of 1997, but claims that J-Lo cheated on him with P. Diddy. This is from an old article. Cheated on him with P. Diddy and Miami club owner Chris Paciello. Desperate to save their marriage, he visited the LA home of a Santeria guru with J-Lo. Oh, this is what he says. Now, on a recent appearance on the Spanish language show Frank Cairo, Sin Libreto, Noah confided that at the end of the 1990s, he says, my black magic godmother, who is now J-Lo's spiritual leader, was protecting me, taking care of me, helping me, and guiding me like a son. We participated together in sacrifices of chickens, hens, and in one occasion, I was present when they were cleansing Jennifer with the blood of a hen. Now, the hen's blood was poured all over Jennifer until she was covered in it, Noah says. Then she was bathed in holy water to wash away the blood, and herbs were passed over her body. Meanwhile, the godmother was asking the gods to cleanse Jennifer to save our marriage. This all sounds nefarious. I'm sorry, if you want to save your marriage, I would just suggest going to counseling, but getting chickens and hens and cutting them all up and putting blood all over you and all of this is real foolish. Okay? Mr. Elevation said chickens and hens. Oh my. TC Dan said, fix it, Jesus. Said, fix it, white Jesus. Tawana said, all of them witches. Oh, honey, y'all ain't heard nothing yet. See, what I'm doing is I'm just giving y'all little tidbits of information. Honey, I got stuff for y'all later. It's all a hot mess. I promise you, this is nothing. Please pay attention. This is literally nothing, okay? It's all crazy. Now, anyway, with that all being said, and so that was a blood ritual that she was doing. They put that blood all over her. It kind of reminds me, just from listening to that, it reminds me of that movie so many years ago that Lisa Bonet was in. There was a movie that Lisa Bonet was in years ago, and what was the name of that movie? Does anybody remember that movie? Put ones in the chat if you do. There was a movie that Lisa Bonet was in, and she was dancing. They were dancing to the beat of this drum, and they were like, had chickens and stuff, and they slashed the chickens and then started pouring the blood on themselves. Who remembers that? That's it. That's it, Tawana. Thank you, beloved. Angel Heart. That's the movie. That was a good movie, too. Really weird, but it was good. That's the movie that made Bill Cosby fall out with Lisa Bonet because she did like a very kind of soft corn with a peas scene in there. Okay, and so anyway, I just find it all interesting. So everyone, please like and share. And I have a couple of videos I want you all to look at because, here's the thing. People in the industry, they really be doing the most. I mean, I've told you all before how they say, thank you, Linda Lou, says you're a beautiful girl, queen. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. So, there was, what was I about to tell you? I just lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me. Anyway, with that all being said, I'm going to share this video of you guys because I know what I was going to tell you guys. I had told you all before how there supposedly is an altar in these record labels or these, these record companies or whatever. And they have these witches, like 13 witches. Now, this is all alleged because I haven't been to any of them, but this is what I've been told by people in the industry, that there's these altar rooms and they have these 13 witches go in there and just do chanting and all of that stuff and just do witchcraft, black magic on top. I mean, over this music and everything, right? Casting spells over the music. And that's why I told you all, when you listen to this low vibrational music, it can absolutely sometimes put you in a hypnotic state. And if you listen to songs and you don't like them, then all of a sudden you find yourself singing the songs. You can't stop listening to them, or you know all of the words. That's likely why. Okay? That's likely why. It is nefarious. Okay? So anyway, let me share my screen so you all can see this video.
627avos.
No, Brujería is for Spanish people. I had two rituals on me. It was Santa Maria, and then the other one was a Haitian voodoo. His name was Baron Samedi. And it stemmed off of everyone gets a different I'm not gonna say who sold their soul in the industry because that's not something I want to bring out there because I don't want to go back on my words and stuff like that. But what's it called? They assign you to a demon, and then you start becoming that demon, like in real life, because a demon's a spirit. Hey, what's it called? Hey.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
Had we sold our soul to the devil? How else can you explain us being here on the yeah.
I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
Well, that's going to happen.
Yeah, we sell our soul.
Well, that's an awful way to live.
So why not sell my soul and go on Jersey Shore? That's what I did.
All you motherfuckers that's on here that's asking me that I sell my soul, why the fuck is y'all on here if y'all think I sold my soul? Y'all coming right with me, you dummies.
If you keep staring in the mirror, you're going to see the devil.
That ramped up quick.
Then I lit some candles and went to town. And that's how I made the big deal.
And when I was 12 years old, I signed a deal with Satan in my room, and I was to...
CBS doesn't condone this.
Wait a minute. Because I wanted to get famous no matter...
Okay, y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that? Hold on. It was somebody I wanted you all to hear, but their interview clip is from 60 Minutes. And I already told you guys how they get down with 60 Minutes, honey. They will absolutely block the video. Okay, so I'm not going to play that one, but it was the singer Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan was doing an interview on 60 Minutes. You can look this up. And he literally was talking about he sold his soul. And he said it's time. And he's, kept on working even as he got much older. And the guy interviewing him asked him, why was he still doing it? And he said, because he has to. Okay, he has to pay the piper. He has to pay the big guy. And he's like, who are you talking about? And he says, you know who I'm talking about, the big guy. You know what I'm talking about, right? So he clearly, I think he was interviewed by Ed Bradley, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I want you all to hear this. Now listen to this, because this is a pastor. Now this man, before he became a pastor, he used to work with Diddy. He was a producer. Now he's a pastor. And here's what he had to say about when he met Diddy. Please pay attention. This is all nefarious.
Like meeting Diddy for the first time. Meeting him for the first time, it was the dream come true. I just remember him walking in and asking everybody, hey, what kind of girls do y'all want? And I think somebody said they wanted Puerto Rican girls. And a few moments later, girls came in. That was just one of the many instances where, like, the power that, this guy could get whatever he wanted. We would all be in the studio and they would be chanting different things over the music alone.
Let me stop right there. Y'all heard that, right? He said they would be chanting different things over the music alone. Now, I told y'all about 2 years ago that somebody told me this stuff that I just told y'all about those witches and doing the spells and all that stuff. So pay attention because it gets worse. Hold on.
This whole thing is spiritual. The spirit realm very much controls what it sounds like, what it looks like, what happens. I'll go hear this. What was it like going from the secular industry into the gospel scene? It's almost one and the same.
Hold on. He said there'll be chanting and all of that. I find it all so nefarious. Hold on. Let me play another clip.
We're into the supernatural deal. And what did you see? So it's like I entered into a red room. Like everything became red. And I started calling out to the Lord, but then the demons appeared and they said, he can't hear you. I'm calling on the Lord. Demon or demons? Demons. How many? Oh, it was a bunch of them. And they're talking and they're saying, he can't hear you. And I said, the blood of Jesus. And it said, it's not going to work. And I'm going to told you it's not going to work. And now, because of that, I'm really terrified now because I grew up, if you say Jesus, the demons got to flee. They got to go. And now the demons looking at you. They're like, he can't even hear you. Oh. They're like, and I'm like, the blood. And they're like, it's not going to work.
Now, he claims that he was at the studio and this woman came in and gave him some cookies, the edibles with the stuff in them. And after he ate it, that's what started happening. But hold on, let me play one more.
I think that Satan's grip on music, it's not just genres that are not necessarily Christian or gospel. I think they all bottleneck into Satan. And I think that the gatekeepers in one are the same as the gatekeepers in another. There's certain rituals you have to do if you want to get to the top of the industry. I used to ask God, Lord, how come? Because I love the sound of R&B. I know that the lyrics definitely don't honor God. But one of my struggles was I can create that music on a high level. Like, I love it. If I get in the room, I get my gear, I can create stuff that the world is like, right? So I used to ask God, how come I can't take this and make this glorify you? How come I can't take that sound and make it glorify you, which a lot of guys do. They take R&B and they'll put gospel lyrics on top of it and just say it's gospel. And the Lord spoke to me and said, whenever the Spirit of God is made manifest in a room, the sound that is produced is not that. And you could make sounds. He would make sounds that would make demons leave Saul. Yes, he would produce it. It was a theme. He would just play the sound. And the demons that used to possess them where I saw would depart with them. So that means that there's a sound that conveys spirits. There is a sound like the spirit. Yes, just rebuking them. You can rebuke the demons with the right sound. Yes. And so it's time, I guess, for the church to stop absolutely in the world and start getting into the Holy Spirit. Yes, hear the sounds that He's making, so that those sounds can have a distinction.
All sounds nefarious to me. I don't know what y'all think, but mm-mm. And also, he said that when he decided to leave, that Diddy sent people looking for him. I'm gonna play one more, and that's where he's talking about Diddy sending people after him, and it was crazy because Diddy didn't even know where this man lived, and so he's like, "How are they finding all these people? They found his mother, his girlfriend at the time, and all of this stuff." Hold on. Hold on. He's talking about a party that he went to.
Diddy. I believe Dr. Dre is there. Keith Urich is there. A bunch of people are there. At this point, I'm pretty much about to go crazy trying to fight what Lord wants me to do. Party's gonna happen that night. I said I can't do it. I jump on the plane. I go back to Houston. The phone calls start. Hey, where you at? And I told him, hey, I can't do it. What do you mean you can't do it? We're getting ready to go into the party. Like, where you at? Then the threats started. I started getting threats. We're gonna find you. My mom started calling me. Hey, these guys are calling. My wife, she was my girlfriend at the time. They were even calling her house. They were calling my dad. They even came to my church, it was very scary, because I didn't want anybody to get hurt. There was only one way out. Yes. Yeah. Yes. You leaving in a body bag.
Okay, so y'all heard that there was a party that was supposed to be going on, and he didn't want to do it. He said some other things too. He talked about like being in the studio and working for like 4 days straight, nonstop. And it's like some force or something was driving him, like it was something that was fueling him. And he was talking about this same force, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to misquote him, but he said something like this same force was giving him the ability to create this awesome music. Okay, so he's really getting caught up. But having a Christian background, he soon just couldn't deal with it anymore. So he just left. The night they were supposed to be at the party, he got there and he just realized he couldn't do it anymore. And he just left, didn't tell anybody anything, just left, went back home. And then they're calling him, like the next day, like, where are you? And he's like, I'm gone. I just left. I can't do it. And they're like, what do you mean? And then next thing you know, they start looking for him, contacting his parents, contacting his girlfriend. And how did they know where these people lived? So just all real strange at the end of the day. Amber said, I don't think it was only THC in those cookies. You know what? It probably wasn't. Anthony Ranieri says, how could people be that evil? Let me tell you something, beloved. Some people will literally do anything for money. Okay, that's what some people will do. Some people do anything for money just to get a come up. It's real crazy because once you start doing stuff like this, like selling your soul, literally selling your soul, how do you turn back? But let's go to Gunplay the rapper, because I told you all what Gunplay said about Santeria. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And because I don't have permission to use this video, I'm going to put an overlay up. All right, likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. We're just going to listen to the audio. Let me put Diddy up here.
No, I robbed him, and what you gonna do? You gonna call the police because I robbed
Let's not
you?
incriminate you. He robbed you.
Yeah,
He was a cat.
yeah. Whatever
Okay,
the
let's
case,
go.
man,
All
I
right,
don't give
let's
a
go.
fuck.
All right.
Fuck that shit.
Let's go.
Fuck
It was
nigga,
some
I
fuck
took
shit.
that fuck nigga shit, right?
Right.
And the fuck nigga called 9 on a nigga, and my nigga, I looked for the nigga fled, the nigga ain't never been in Miami, pussy nigga. He know what time it is, he can't come back here, he ain't been here ever since, you understand what I'm saying? And then boom, so I did that, the nigga fled, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm still here, and what I did, Bible on the Dash, I had the beat for about a year and a half, and I was just riding to it, and I'm like, man, I can't just say anything on this beat. I got to come with it. And the only time I'm really good at rapping is when my back is against the wall. So my back was against the wall, and I was running through my beats and shit like that, and I say, boom, got the Bible on the Dash. I say, man, as a jit coming up, me and my niggas, the old heads I used to be grabbing a little work from, whatever, we'll be riding around the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, a few times and weighing up and bagging, whatever, while we riding and shit. And they always used to have a little Bible on the dash or a big Bible on the dashboard.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's how we ride.
You know, it's a car crash.
All the OGs, they used to have a Bible on the dashboard.
Right.
So I say, I'm going through this life right now. I'm about to go through some hellified yit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to embark upon some hellified yit. I need something. And I thought about it. I say, man, Bible on the dash, man. I remember so then boom, after that, I said like this. I holla at my nigga UB. Shout out UB. You know what I'm saying? I stepped to UB. Shout out to Phil. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about THCUB?
Yeah, hell yeah, my nigga. You already know what it is.
Oh, yeah, friend is ill.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that injection.
So check it out. So boom. So I get down there and I say, hey man, so look, I got this case I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do for real. I'm chasing the nigga. I can't whack the nigga gone. You know what I'm saying? So boom. What can I do? The nigga called 9 on the nigga. What you want me to do? What can I do? And I say, look, what's up with this Santeria thing, man?
We ain't gonna get into all that.
What's up with
people
that?
was gonna get scared.
No, that's all them.
Wait, hold on, time out.
They fucking skulls down.
Hold on. We're gonna come back to that. But here's where I wanna go. My second favorite gunplay footage on the internet.
Oh, see, you getting riled up and then gonna calm me down.
Is when you was in Colombia.
That's right here.
And then you sniffed that white.
How did that go down?
I would like to.
Where the white at?
You asked the police.
He did it on camera.
God damn it.
We saw what happened on camera.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that part.
No, he said on camera.
On camera, the police gave it to you?
He said everything on camera.
I spent $10 and got a 14.
But you know, this is now was what? Huh?
Hey, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just tell you some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not like the people that peed
The
on
spiritual
themselves.
world is real. I cut fucking chickens and goats, nigga, and that's how I beat the case. If you really want to
Wait,
know.
say it again.
I cut chickens and goats. If you really want to know.
Santeria, make some noise for being voodoo. Voodoo.
I just went to
Capone is Haitian. He just don't want to claim it. I don't know why.
He knows.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all heard that Noriega was cutting him off like he didn't want him to tell the story. Okay, that's not really the video I wanted, because in the other video that I heard, he told the whole story, how he did something to a chicken or whatever, and he went down to the river and all this stuff or whatever, but he literally beat a charge is what he said. Okay, he had a serious charge, and after he did the Santeria ritual, he didn't go to jail or prison. Okay, so people really be using this stuff, and like I told you guys, the lady was basically saying that she thinks J-Lo used it to get famous. So satanic stuff out there, and it's a whole lot of devilry that goes on in the music industry. Okay, some people don't believe in it, but I absolutely do. Okay, because I've seen some things, and at the end of the day, all of these people can't just be making this up. Adriana said, does Ben understand that about J-Lo? Who knows? He may do nefarious things too, beloved. We have to look at it like this. The industry, music and entertainment, there is many people doing wicked, nefarious things. A lot of these people worship Baal, Baphomet, Moloch. These are what some of these people do. Let's not forget that Hollywood, where the word Hollywood even comes from, okay? It comes from the wood from the holly tree that was used to craft these wands where they cast spells. This started all the way back to the Celtic Druids. I literally did a live on this a few years ago. Okay, maybe I'll post it for replay. But at the end of the day, honey, I don't put anything past anybody, and that includes Ben Affleck. Okay, if he's with somebody who's doing Santeria, voodoo, black magic, or whatever, I'm pretty sure he probably knows about it and likely has engaged in it. Now, this is all alleged. I don't know if he has or not. But I'm just saying, if anybody's married to somebody doing those things, they likely know what that person's doing at some point, because how do you hide it? How do you hide it? Okay, if you're living with someone, this stuff is all crazy. I don't want anything to do with it. Red Wine Entertainment said, truth, queen. Thank you, beloved. Vince I Am said, destiny swapping is real. It absolutely is. And for those of you who follow the spiritual channel, you already know that we've talked about destiny swapping on at least 2 occasions. And it is absolutely real. And someone could even steal your destiny. Okay, they can absolutely do it. Now, with that all being said, Stephen Johnson says, Hollywood, pro sports, and music. Exactly. Okay. That might be why he drinks so heavily. Okay. You never know, beloved. All right. So with that all being said, listen, I love you all to life. Lillian X said, I need to watch that one, Queen. Yeah, I did like 2 of those on the spiritual channel about destiny swapping. And we talked about some other stuff too that was nefarious. Okay, the devil's domain, y'all gonna learn, says Roddy. Exactly. Okay, you never know what can happen when you conjure up these demons, because here's the thing. The same demons that they conjure up, you heard that, and I want y'all to pay attention to something that the Island Boys said. I don't know which one he is because they're twins and they look just alike to me, but the young man from the Island Boys, okay, that said that he did Santeria, and he said that these demons that you deal with, they assign you to a demon. I didn't know that. They literally assign you to a demon. And then he said these demons, they possess you or they stay with you in real life or whatever. Yeah, that sounds like what the insider said about Diddy. Remember how I told you that the insider said that Diddy conjures up that Haitian spirit, okay? Urzuli Frida, and then becomes possessed by her. Now, this is a female spirit, supposedly, that protects people that are LGBTQ, amongst other things, but that's one specific thing. The men that are LGBTQ. Okay, now Urzuli Dantor protects women and children, and then women who are LGBTQ. Y'all can look that up yourselves. Okay, so with that all being said, Roddy says those demons don't want to go away unless you call on the Most High. Not a call on pray and cry out. Not just call on pray and cry out. Right. Okay. Lisa says, sounds like Puff got seduced by evil. Miss Evie says, Angels and Demons, it wasn't just a book, a movie. It's real. Don't play with that stuff. That's right. And if you know, like I know, you wouldn't play with Ouija boards either. Okay? Because those things absolutely can have demons that become attached to you and can stick to you, as you being a host, like they're parasitic. And they can follow you around for the rest of your life unless you have some sort of deliverance to specifically get rid of those things. Okay, and so with that all been said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast because we have to talk about Kabami on the next live, which is starting right after this. So I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Until next time, peace.
With that gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther. shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got